Zimbabwe's national high school team, MOOT team, yes, made history as the first African team to win the competition. We are crowned champions of the world at the international MOOT court competitions. The team consists of 9 girls and 2 boys, selected from different schools across the country, defeated 15 other teams to be crowned world champions. This was Zimbabwe's first time participating in the prestigious competition. Zimbabwe was the only African country at the international competition, only African country at this international competition. It was also the only team which was comprised of exclusive Black students. Of course, our star class of 2021, Selmeli Tulu, was part of our team. Would like to congratulate them, the team, and with all the best in Romania. So I'm handing over to the tech team as they're going to show us the feedback from this team. Over to the tech team.
Welcome back. You're watching The Globe. Now a story that really excited me. A team of Zimbabwean students have just been crowned world champions after winning the 2022 International High School Moot Court competition. Now, Zimbabwe was the only country representing Africa in the international virtual event, with a team of 9 girls and 2 boys. The students were selected from different schools around the country, and this was the first time that Zimbabwe competed in this prestigious competition. And to tell us a little bit more, now we're joined by the team's coach, Nobile Dube, and some of the team members, Palesa Sigauke, Kuziva Kuleya, Hazel Chige, Tadiwa Choto, and Chievo Mkonoweshuru. Thank you so much indeed for joining us. Congratulations and well done, world champions.
Thank you.
Nobile, let me start with you as their coach. You must be very proud. Tell us, first of all, what on earth is Moot Court?
Well, Moot Court is a simulation of court proceedings in actual courts. So with this competition, it was a simulation of proceedings in the pre-trial chamber of the International Criminal Court. So the children were given a fictitious case about war crimes that had been committed in a conflict, and so they had to argue as prosecution and as defense.
All right, so tell me about the process of selecting this fine team that we have in front of us here.
Oh yes, so all these team members are actually excellent debaters. They've participated in the Oxford and Cambridge Finals Day competition that we held, and that's where we actually selected them from. Some of them who are not here at the moment are actually members of the Zimbabwe National Debate Team. So we definitely looked at their debating abilities, and then we had about a month of very intensive training to get them at least to be accustomed to mooting.
All right, let's talk to the winning team. Let me start with you, Ruvimbo. You're the team leader. What a responsibility, and I'm so excited also that there was so much girl power coming to the fore here. Are we saying that girls are better debaters than men?
Well, it was indeed a surreal experience, as we were not only representing our schools, but we were representing Zimbabwe and Africa as a whole. It was absolutely surreal, and we got to work together with the 2 boys indeed, and we got to show that women and men can work together to produce something that is extraordinary and something that the entire African continent can be absolutely proud of.
Wow. Palesa, had you guys done any law before? I mean, this must have been quite an intense journey to get up to speed so quickly.
I don't think anyone on this team has had any experience in the
field of law. And it was definitely a new and exciting process and was very intense, especially because sometimes we might have not known what we were doing, but I think we managed to persevere, as we can see. So.
Okay, Kuziva, what did you learn on this journey?
Definitely how to argue better, but it also just came down to like some of the idiosyncrasies that come down to like international law. We always see it online, especially now with the Ukraine conflict. But a lot of us, especially like teenagers, don't really understand the more law side of it, and this definitely helped us with that.
Hazel, what do you think this does for students? I mean, you guys came from across the country and you came and had to work together, I guess.
I definitely think at the end of the day, it was an experience that allowed me to interact with people that otherwise I would have never spoken to. In general, I think for students, it's a social opportunity, obviously, but it's also a learning curve, like just opening doors to opportunities otherwise you wouldn't have had.
Tadiwa, how hard was the competition? What were the other countries like?
It was very interesting. In terms of the hardships, we were very well prepared. So by the time we got into the competition, thanks to amazing teamwork and the amazing coaching skills of Coach Nkobile, we were ready for it. So in as much as it was hard, we were very prepared for it. So there wasn't really any challenge in that department.
And Chievo, I mean, parents must be extremely proud of you guys, eh? Did you get support from home? What have they been saying?
Thank you for that question. Actually, my parents are very supportive. All of our parents have been driving us to school during the night, on the weekends, and I'm sure they were concerned about us neglecting our studies, but we've been putting work in both fields. So yes, our parents are very supportive, and they were very proud and very happy to see us raise the Zimbabwean flag high.
Nobile, the president, has he congratulated them? I mean, this is a national treasure that we're looking at.
Not yet.
Oh, you're joking.
But I'm sure now that we've appeared on all these news channels, I'm sure you'll hear about our achievements, and I'm sure he'll reach out very soon.
All right, Palesa, how would you encourage, I don't know, other students to get involved in debating and moot court and things like that? Because I get a sense that, you know, I'm looking at the future of the continent in front of me, and communicating must be one of the strong things that you need.
I feel as though to, I don't know, encourage students, especially our peers, to be engaged in debating and activities such as this. Just looking at the social benefits that you can gain from activities such as debate. And I feel like that's a huge motivation to inspire people to, I don't know, follow in our footsteps or be even better than us, hopefully. But yeah, I think.
I suppose, Rimbo, one of the things that we have to get over on the continent is this idea that the rest of the world is bigger and better. And you guys are proving that from here, you can conquer the world.
Indeed, and I believe that once we set our mind to this whole tournament, once we trained for it, once we prepared for it, we were ready to become champions. And within every single moot, every single country that we went against, we were proving more and more that we were fully capable. Because, by the way, Zimbabwean talent is amazing. African talent is amazing. So I think we just continue to show that with every single round that we went through, and that showed within the final that we are indeed made of many wonderful talents that the world deserves to see.
Kuziva, how do we get more guys on this panel? And I'm hoping, I'm hoping as well that actually this is a lesson for us that in the future, when we walk into cabinet, when we walk into parliament, that we're going to see many, many more female voices. Kuziva, your thoughts?
I think it's always proactive, like especially for someone who comes from an all-girls family. I know how much intelligence and talent comes from females, so I think it's always wonderful to see women up on stage. When it comes to guys, I think you just have to put your mind to it. Like when a guy wants to do something, he'll really do anything for it, and I think that's what happened here. Even now, I'm really pushing a lot, so I'm just happy.
All right. Chieva was talking a little bit about parents' support. Hazel, do you think, though, that, I mean, I grew up in Zimbabwe, and I know what Zimbabwean parents can be like. Is there pressure to succeed?
I think, okay, obviously there is pressure, but I think it's just one of those things that, like, they want what's best. Yeah, I get that. But once you do succeed, it's a whole other story. So like when you're in the process, it's a bit different. But now when you're on SABC, it's a new story. It's like, okay, yeah, I understand a bit pressure. So like, well done.
So how many of you want to be lawyers maybe going forwards? Tadiwa, is that something that you thought of?
All right. I'll take one for the team.
Yes. So some of you might think about law as a profession. You're all very highly educated, very bright, so you can almost do anything you want. Is this an area that some of you might think about? Anyone answer?
Yes, it is.
Yeah?
Some are thinking about it, but they're just not here with us today. But they're definitely considering a career in law.
So, Ngobile, what's your feeling about seeing young people like this? I get very excited about the future. I get a feeling that our continent has a real chance to do amazing things when I see young people like this. You're working with them all the time. What's your feeling? What are you seeing when you see these young talented people?
It's really quite an amazing experience. I can definitely tell you that I can see the future and hope for Zimbabwe and just for the continent as a whole, because what I can definitely testify to is that there's a tremendous amount of potential amongst these young people. So the only thing that they just need is guidance. The only thing that they need is opportunities. And believe me, if you put these young children in the right positions, they're going to transform the fortunes of this country and of this continent. We have to believe in young people.
All right, we've run out of time, but I want in 10 seconds each for final word to everyone watching. I don't know, final thought, maybe even just say hi, Mom and Dad. Let's start with Kuziwa and work our way to the other side. Kuziwa, final
Mom
thought?
and Dad.
I just want to say hi to my seniors, two of them, Anashe Gomeza and Yasha Dero. They definitely helped me get to where I am today, so thanks to one of them and all my brothers at school.
Yeah, fantastic. You guys, you've done us proud. Not flying just the Zimbabwean flag, but the continent as well. We're very proud of you, and I'm hoping I'm looking at a future president among you as well. Take care, and we wish you all the best of luck. Thank you very much indeed. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, there you have the Zimbabwe National High School's MOOT Court competition winners, international. They're the world champions, can you believe it? There were 11 of them. We just managed to get 6 of them on tonight. So full team doing amazing, amazing things. And as I said, I'm getting really, really excited when I see young people like this doing amazing things. All right, we're going to